Now you're ready to acquire a new power. The demon commanders will try to launch the Red Moon again for his resurrection. We need all the power we can get to fight these demons. They are stronger than ever. Whispersong, let me guide you to this new power. I'm the guide of your faith. Please find the power that's hidden in the world and belongs to you. Welcome back to the realm of the elementals, old friend. A new power, you say? A new power. So you're looking for a new power to fight even stronger foes? As a Savian who grew up in the Rodoran and amongst the elementals, you probably know everything there is to know about magic. However, the way the mages of Rodoran decided to use magic does not constitute the entirety of magical knowledge. The Rodel in the island of Savians, who inherited the traditional school of natural magic based on the raw energy found in nature. However, the more forward-thinking Savians left their homeland to build a new nation. That country is none other than Vern, one of the 3 most powerful states in Arcasia. The Sylvians of Vern were not content to leave magic in its natural form, but instead researched new ways to employ it, developing a new school of magic distinct from the traditional one. And since you're a mage from Rodel Whispersong, well, it seems like you could learn something about the newer school if you meet with the mages of Vern. Since this is the realm of elementals, we do have Savians making regular visits from Vern. I'll introduce you to one of those mages. That's not where I wanted to go. Oh, nice to meet you. You're a mage. And the aura from your attire and magical suggests you're from Radol. Ha! Nice to meet you. I've never imagined I'd meet a Sylvian from Radel in Lutera. Many mages from Vern come to Lutera as a pilgrimage. So, pretty much all the mages you encounter are from Vern. East Lutera was where the Archmage Invisca stayed in the ancient times. I'm sure you know of Invisca, even in Rodel, right? I'm totally slandering the names. I'm sorry, guys. Haha, come to think of it, of course you do. The Invisca's soul was placed to rest in Rodel itself. Even for us Viennese Sylvian who have long left Rodel, Visca is a venerated figure. That is why we go on a pilgrimage to Lutera, where he spent most of his time, so we can sense his power. How do we use magic in Vern? I heard it's different, very different from what you've heard in Radeln. The magic in Radeln is more about going with the nature flow, so to speak. Vernese mages absorb magic and reconfigure the magic within themselves before expelling these forces as magical energy. The method we use in Vern is said to be inspired by Invisca's creative use of magic transference. In the layered terrace here, there's a statue that aids in the understanding of magic use. The statue is modeled after Invisca. Since you seem so interested in the Veronese magic, I'll point you in the direction of where it is. However, I cannot guarantee how it will interact with your magic or what kind of results it will yield. Of course not. Pretty sure I already did this one. But it's still pretty cool. Did you successfully resonate with the statue of Invizca? That rarely happens to the Savian of Vern. You must possess an incredible capacity for the magic. You're no ordinary Saladin. How about joining the pilgrimage of us Vernese Savians now that it has come to this? It's very rare during the pilgrimage for some Savian experience an awakening of incredible potent magic. I've got a feeling you might experience such an awakening. It just so happens that my colleague is on a pilgrimage. I still have business to take care of here, so please go ahead and meet him. He'll tell you about the awakening of magic in more detail. Alright, where are we going? Okay. Totally different area. This one's probably the best one. There's only one channel. Ah! Alright. As always, they have such nice weather in Terra. And what business does a fellow mage have with me? Ardell referred you to me. You seem like you're from Rendelin. It's an interesting that you consider joining a Vernese pilgrimage. What? You successful in resonating with the Invizca statue? No mages on this pilgrimage have succeeded yet, myself included. You're a very talented mage, aren't you? Impressive. Then the awakening of magic just might be possible. I'll tell you how it works, so why don't you give it a try? On the seashore, there is a spot where the sky, sea, and land meet, making it an ideal spot for magic to converge. Try playing the heart's melody there. If you succeed, you'll feel a new magic pouring into you. Okay. Extraordinary, the energy flowing through you right now. I think it's the awakening magic, but is it really? Yes, you've managed to achieve the awakening, which embarrassingly enough, no mage from Vern has ever accomplished. Sigh, looks like the mother was right. Magic comes down to natural talent. Anyway, I look forward to seeing how much more raw magical power you can unlock. I'll, I'll try to help you as much as I can. I've met an really incredible mage. I'm so glad I came to Luterra. You already wield magic more efficiently than any mage from Vern. I suppose since you're a Savian from Rodel, your understanding of magic as far exceeds our own. Incredible, you have the combined strength of both Rodel and Vern. This is a secret only a handful of mages on the pilgrimage know, but I'll let you in on it. I think you're capable of a miracle. A band of pirates discovered a mysterious magic tome somewhere along this beach. I believe they just left it where they found it because they couldn't read it. And it's still there, abandoned. Thanks to the pirates, I had a chance to steal a glance. But it was just as I thought. I couldn't understand what was written in it. Nonetheless, I could settle this immense power flowing out of the tome. The wisest of the All-Savians who translated it said that it was written by the ancients solely for the chosen. That is, only one has to be predestined to be able to read it. I don't know your entire story, but I have a feeling that words will make sense to you. Why don't you try? I knew it. My intuition never betrays me. I'll show you where this tome is. Good luck, and even if I'm not the one who can read it, we mages are bound by blood. I don't care that Vern and Rodel are not on good terms, only old people let that bother them. My pilgrimage this time has been successful, if only because I met such a great mage like you. I hope you'll find the power you've once been looking for in that tome. All the way down there. Alright. Down this way. And as we're traveling, how is everybody doing? Are you having a good evening? I'm gonna lag a little bit because there's only one channel, and I am playing on the European Central server all the way on the west coast of the United States, so my ping is pretty high. Yeah, I have a few friends that play over here, and I can't convince them to play on the US server. Old tome of memories, the foolish genius who set this land with flames of hope, the humble mage who committed his life to paving the path for the great race. His name was Inkaja, and he vanished, leaving only vain promises behind him. Our bone-deep longing for him and our wailing have been quaking the far sky, causing the stars to fall. Inkaja, are you wandering the spiritual realm? Or have you been reborn, getting ready to save the world? If you are ready, come to the Wisdom Isle. Unknown author.
So like I need 300 gold, you know, for doing this game. I need to do some trading soon. I've got 1,020 items.
Can I skip I can't scoot that one back. What are you digging at? There's nothing on my desk that you need. It's papers. No.
I'm gonna head back to the third.
I apologize. I have a cat who decided that she wants to be on my desk, digging at the cords that have nothing to do with her.
Okay.
Okay.
Me and this event are gonna be.
There's-
Me and this new event are gonna be happy. Right, I'm gonna go do my dungeons. I didn't realise how many hosted material you actually get from the.
Is there more than one? No, I didn't think so.
I know all the new classes coming at the end.
Huh?
I know all the new classes coming to the game.
Yeah. Why am I not seeing it? Okay. Yeah, I'm totally not doing the quest. I'm looking around the island trying to find the mocha seeds that are up here. It's not like a huge island, but I'm not having any luck. It's weird.
I didn't mean to use that.
I'll come back because I'm gonna have to look those up. Okay, well there's
I just knocked 3 minutes off my awakening skill.
nice. Oh, there's a door back there.
Oh, there's a tracker.
Welcome! The wisdom you're looking for is somewhere in this library. Since you landed on this island, the air has practically crackled with magical energy. There is no other explanation. You are Inviska's successor. Long ago, several great mages transported a magic tome onto this island for safekeeping. That book is meant only for the successor. I am the librarian, and even I haven't seen it. If you truly are intended owner of that tome, you will know where to find it. All I know is that it's somewhere inside this library. Welcome, strange traveler. This is the Wisdom Isle, the home of highly unusual books. It's where all the world's stories are born. And if you can't find the right book to read, there are so many of them after all, then I can recommend a few to you. If you want me to, that is. I'm not reading all these guys. Hey, Trigger, how are you? I am doing well. How are you? About to run your 40 layers, so you'll be lurking? Okay, well, have a good one. You must not like it. You just thumbed through it. I saw you. Reading is a critical life skill, you know. Ah, here we go again. How many times is this? They always come to the library and create a ruckus. I can't even tell them to leave. Some people see them as the true owners of the library. If you're in good to negotiate, you can try talking some sense into them. That guy is so old-fashioned. I'd say the best books are filled with interesting stories. The heroic adventures of the knight, the crazy ups and downs of youth, bold explorations of new lands, that's what I call a book. Don't you agree? Why do people read books anyway? It's so they can live vicariously through the protagonists and experience things they've never seen. I hear you and understand what you're saying, but I cannot agree. The most interesting books offer new knowledge and challenge the reader. A book should teach you things you never knew and pose new questions. That's what makes reading fun. You're so shallow, I can see right through you. Why is everyone so afraid of expressing the truth? Do you agree with them? Why can't you answer me? Books should be exciting, sexy, stimulating, even shocking. Now, that's a good book, don't you think? Yes, I knew I could talk to you. Each of these books has a strong point of view and thinks that they're the best in the world. Grr, talking to them is like talking to a brick wall. I mean, it's not like I insulted them, but... Will you quit messing with the keyboard? I will put you on the floor. Not that you will stay. The keyboard stays on the thing. I'm sorry, it does. Each of these books has a strong point of view and thinks that they're the best in the world. Grr, talking to them is like talking to a brick wall. I mean, it's not like I insulted one of them by calling them a bunch of ink-smudged paper or tree murderer. I just said the adventure genre is the most fun. That's a fact, right? I think adventures in the world need to create more stories. Speaking of which, you came here by sea, right? Then you have seen the fabled fairy. I heard she lives in a remote, uncharted island and has a bunch of beautiful songs, has a beautiful singing voice. Oh, and time flows backwards into Fairyland. Hey, that would make a really good story. I want you to look into that fairy for me and tell me what you learned. I will repay you with a story that's equally entertaining. Excuse me, young lady. There's nothing there. I feel like you'll understand what I'm talking about. Now she comes back. Will you... Come on, sit down here. I believe the purpose of books is to preserve those invaluable lessons from history. Books passed down across generations contain wisdom and knowledge. Nothing is quite as exhilarating as the joy of learning. A single story can be interpreted in a myriad of ways. Think about the interpretations and developing your own ideas. Now, that's what makes reading so enjoyable. You are an adventurer who has traveled across the continent, so I bet you've seen some of these historical sites. As for me, I've taken a particular interest in the Sinus mythology of Slushshire as of late. Can you find out what the experts there think of the stories? I shall make sure you're paid for your troubles. I need to look for traces. Oh, this could take forever if I'm sitting here going through all these books. Let's go around up here first. Now that one's glowy and shiny, so maybe. The Tome of Giants. One by one, the 19 giants who lived in the Age of Chaos were forgotten. Their cumbersome hearts sank into the sea, and the remaining giants resonated with each other, mourning for their losses. The sound reverberated throughout the sky, and it was as if the entire sky of Arcadia wailed. Tortork, the last giant, mysteriously slipped into slumber and became an island on the sea. Okay, apparently that wasn't what we wanted to look up, but that's another book. Okay, I don't think it's here. I think we need to go down or up the floor.
I just got deleted from the game.
Huh?
The boss just absolutely deleted me.
Oh.
I've got so many materials in my inventory.
The Guardian's Pledge. The mages constantly test themselves. They cannot help it. They are curious by nature. And every day they create stronger and more durable spells, destroying things along the way to test their powers. Statues, shackles, lakes, forests. Shacks, lakes, forests. They all seem to get destroyed, and sometimes with everything in them. Nothing can stop these inquisitive minds or their destructive magic. At the same time, however, these same mages can work miracles when they want to. We counted on that fact and won. Mages must believe in themselves. Altars can erode to dust, and songs can be forgotten. But dreams can never die. We must become the guardians of the land. We must exist as the divine trees of Elwyn does, which remains rooted forevermore. Only then will hope bloom again in the distant future, at the end of our trials and hardships. Okay. Alright. Why?
We're fine. We're fine.
Okay, return to Latera. Alright, well, let's finish up the stuff here.
You should do that. Naughty, naughty hockey man. Naughty, naughty.
Let's go talk to the... The Giants, based on what you told me, that's from the Tome of the Ancient Giants, isn't it? And you've read the book? Interesting. The Giants are a forgotten race. There are many stories about the fallen halls and the existence of the Lazarus. But not many people have been curious about the Giants or want to remember them. That book is the only record about them that still exists. According to the book, there are 19 of them, except for the giant Tortork, the most famous of them all. All the other 18 have disappeared. Legend says that when a giant dies, his heart sinks into the bottom of the sea instead of rotting because it's so heavy. And some of their hearts might be drifting along with their dead bodies that have sunk to the bottom of the seas. Some of them might be picked up by some random islander who has no idea how valuable they are. It's believed that when 3 hearts of a giant are gathered in one place, they resonate with each other. Interesting, isn't it? You're an adventurer who travels by sea. Maybe you'll come across one of these hearts someday. And if you find the giant's heart, we will gain key insights into the giants that mysteriously vanished. And if you ever find a giant's heart during your voyage, make sure to come find me. I am hopeful I can one day hear the voice of the giants once more through you. Okay, so that one's done. Alright, we got quest for Shoeshire and one for Lullaby Island. We can take that one off for right now because we aren't going there. Alright. Now we just need to find where these hookah seeds are. What are you doing, cat? Will you lay down? Huh? Will you be good and lay down, baby girl? There's one. Oh, there it is. There's 2.
Let's go.
Okay, we got our mocha seeds.
Chat. I don't know what the noise is.
Huh?
I don't know what that noise was.
That noise was me blowing some of the air off the keyboard. With the hair, the cat hair, because it was ridiculous. Whispersong, that power! You acquired the secret book that the great mage left. The mage gifted with the Riddell mage's abundant magic and capable of Vern Mage's extraordinary magic operation. Your desire to be called a Kaiser's successor. I can. Oh, you deserve. You can sense a complete different energy than when you set out on your pilgrimage. It's more potent and tremendous power that can be bring a claustrophobe. Thank goodness such power belongs to you, Whispersong. I hope this hard-earned ability will be of great help to you in your journey. And if I remember correctly, it just told me to go to Trixion. Without telling me. You still have memories of the transferred powers. You need even greater strength to face the growing demon threat. You appear ready to untap your true power. Attempt to call upon it. The power lies hidden in your deepest memories. The power once again flows through you. However, the power still lies dormant. I will help you harness the sleeping power within you. It's not in my inventory.
What?
It says open your inventory when or mail. Okay. Okay. I am pleased to see your true form, hero. The demons will shatter the peace once more, and even with more wanton violence than before. But when the time comes, we now have an even more formidable force to oppose them. The war is only beginning. May the light of Ancasia be reborn inside of you, Whispersong. May it become your shield as you fight to protect the fates of the stars.
May that light be a beacon of hope to the world.